Hey everybody, happy Friday.
Look at us, baby, up all night, tearing our love apart. Aren't we the same two people who live through years in the dark? Every time I try to walk away, something makes me turn around and stay. I can't tell you why.
I really can't. Quarantine.
When we get crazy, it just ain't right. Girl, I get lonely too. You don't have to worry, just hold on tight. 'Cause I love you. Nothing's wrong as far as I can see. Makes it harder than it has to be. And I can't tell you why. No, baby, I can't tell you why. I can't tell you why. Come on. Friday Night Blues. Come on. Solar Watch Party. Watch. Every time I try to walk away, something makes me turn around and stay. I can't tell you why. No, baby, I can't tell you why. I can't tell you why. No, baby, I can't tell you why. Every time I try to walk away, something makes me turn around and stay. Oh, why?
We've got a great show in store for you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us on this Quarantine Friday. Thank God it's Friday. Is time flying for you? Well, just in case it's not. That's why we're here. To give you some good vibes. Solar Watch Party. Are you feeling better? Come on.
Tell you why. No, baby, I can't tell you why. I can't tell you why. No, baby.
Thank you very much. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Can't tell you why. What a week it's been. Are you ready for the weekend? I know it's in quarantine, but you know what? Time will fly if you just keep yourself busy. Positivity. That's what we need. So we, when I say we, the four of us in this room have been giving you music for the last 46 nights. We hope it's helping. Now sing along.
I close my eyes only for a moment, and the moment's gone. All my dreams pass before my eyes of curiosity. Dust in the wind, all we are is dust in the wind. is dust in the wind. Dust in the wind. All we are is dust in the wind.
Alan Santa Maria in the house. Feel good music on a Friday night.
Now don't hang on. Nothing lasts forever but the earth and sky. It slips away. All your money won't another minute behind. Dust in the wind. All we are is dust in the wind. Dust in the wind. All we are is dust in the wind.
Alan Santa Maria on backups. What a beautiful arrangement by Marvin Corrido. And I have been through hell and back. Yes. Our humble beginnings bring us to where we are today. No place. And he's still on a journey. Find out from the many personalities of Jon Santos.
Love of my life, you hurt me. You've broken my heart, and now you leave me. Love of my life, can't you see? Bring it back, don't take it away from me, because you don't know what it means to me. Love of my life, don't leave me. You've stolen my heart and now desert me. Love of my life, can't you see? Bring it back, don't take it away from me, because you don't know what it means to me. You will remember when this blown over, when everything's all by the way. When I get older,
you feeling? I know. I feel the same. You feel trapped, but not really, because you're so used to this boredom or this doing nothing-ish, because that's what we're doing in quarantine. We have to find ways to keep ourselves entertained. Well, this is one way. We've been doing this for 46 nights, and let me tell you, the Twain and I, we look forward to this. I don't know about you, sweetheart. Do you look forward? You have no choice. You cannot even leave. Social distancing, these are the same people I've been distant from for the last 46 days. Have you been 46 days in quarantine? It's been longer. Much longer. Well, anyway, hopefully the 46 nights of music has brought you to a different place, because we want to bring you to a place that you've never been before in the last 50 plus days. We still have some days to go, and I know that it's quite a depressing thought, but just think of it this way. There are people worse off than we are, and crying for all the right reasons, and all we can do is say our prayers for them and for the families that are left behind by these people, and just hope and pray that the vaccine will be found, a cure will be found, and that the curve will be squashed, and we can go back to our lives better people. Remember, humanity united during this whole thing, so let's try to keep that within our spirits when we go back outside to play. Now, my guest tonight is somebody who is no stranger to me, but he's a stranger to himself. How is that possible? Well, I'm not sure he knows who he really is. That's why he's so good at playing so many other people. If there's one thing we both have in common, I think somewhere in his past and somewhere in my past, we both dreamt of becoming a circus clown one time in our life. To put that paint on our face and be someone else and come out and make other people laugh. That's what we're supposed to do as circus clowns, especially during times like these. Boy, do we need some circus clowns, right? You know, and he is my favorite circus clown. So let's send in the clowns.
Isn't it rich? Are we a pair? Me here at last on the ground, you in midair. But where are the clouds? Isn't it bliss? Don't you approve? One who keeps staring around, one who can't move. Where are the clouds? There ought to be clouds. Just when I start opening doors, finally knowing the one that I wanted was yours, making my entrance again with my usual flair, sure of my lights, no one is there. Don't you love farce? My fault, I feel. I thought that you'd want what I want. Sorry, my dear. But where are the clouds? Quick, send in the clowns. Don't bother, they're here. Just when I start opening doors, finally knowing the one that I wanted was yours, making my entrance again with my usual flair, sure of
ladies and gentlemen, one of my favorite clowns and favorite people in the world. There's only one, Jon Santos. What are you doing to keep yourself sane in this quarantine time?
I have logged in probably 52 hours of yoga.
What?
And I reconnected with the floor. I do headstands again. It's something I had going on mga a decade ago. Then I gave up on it. And then there were, of course, the multitude of challenges, the 42-day, the 28-day, ganyan. I had two 25-day yoga challenges. I snore at night. I sleep so well. I have been punishing. I saw my abs again. And yoga every day to keep me sane because I was so aware of how all of that can really throw me off. And with fortunately with a history of therapy, the first thing I committed to was I am going to stay sane. You know, left and right colleagues were losing siblings. Diba? Ruby Rodriguez, Bibet Ortesa, Sheila Francisco, people were losing siblings. Doctor classmates were passing away. Oh, another thing. Ito. Do you see it?
I see it. Oh my gosh. Get over it.
Enrico Santos gave it to me. It's happened, so get over it. I read one a day. Who you gave me one of these before? You and Pops gave me a year's worth of sayings to live by. It's still with me. It's still with me. It's in another room.
Now. Look at you now.
Sane. Very sane. 33 years ago, I told my parents I was going to be a freelancer, and here I am with zero work until January. There's this musical, hopefully in January, but even on Broadway, they don't know what's going to happen to the theater community, di ba?
Does it scare you?
With yoga and with faith and with a partner who is in another industry. You know day one? Can I read to you day one?
Yes, please.
Winston Churchill. If you are going through hell, keep going. So yan, how do you cope? What is your, kasi I have no household staff. It's me and Wes. Your family unit includes, is your mom with you?
Well, my mom is here, and just how weird how things work out when I built this house. When I designed it, I built her own house inside my house. So it works out perfectly because she is safe where she is, behind her own window, and my window sees her window. Parang condo life, pero bahay within a bahay. Are you really moving? Are you really planning on moving?
It's been happening. Few months there, few months here, few months there, few months here. I've been very, very diligent with making tutok my miles. Because and certain shows have to be for the ticket for this particular Christmas there.
Sounds like me.
There's this other book, really great book. It's called The Second Mountain.
The Second Mountain.
I think my first mountain was the first 31 years, which included the Martin After Dark years, the touring with Martin years.
Those are the best.
Yeah, remember I was your writer, and there was this, magpipelikula ako, and there was this attempt at a broad-based sidekick of a comedian movie, and then you and your brother took me out of all of that and dusted off the brand, and I suddenly have a corporate show branding, and I am this Martin's guest in every country, every campus, every corporation, every Valentine show, and
Jon Santos.
That was first mountain.
Jon Santos on his first mountain of 31 years, okay? On this same mountain, you get one Jon Santos, but you have 5 or 6 characters in that one Jon Santos. So you are a package deal on 2 feet. You know that, right? Who is the real Jon Santos?
By now, it's still parang in transition. In fact, I'm intrigued, but I'm not so obsessed about doing comedy in this platform. it's so unfamiliar to me. I see Jokoy uploading by the day as himself and what he did with his mother, or ano Tagalog word he learned, or
Right.
si Aziz, or Ellen
Yeah.
going through the highs and lows of being appreciated and bashed for a joke about calling quarantine prison. And I have always guarded, you know that, di ba? In fact, it was one of my birthdays on Martin when you said, you know, the John is always is a little unsure if he wants to be himself. But give him 20 faces, he will play it in an hour. Um, still not so used to sharing it. Number one, I do I have I know other comedians have more patience with not so flattering things on the internet. I'm sure Vice has developed a stamina for the good stuff and the bad stuff. There was a reason pala I did not show that side all the 33 years. I had There were more than five. There were probably 100 masks I've worn. The latest, what? Darna, uh, Cartolina Gray. Ate V is still, Ate V still
Lina
get
Gray.
Cartolina Gray, Pia Horseback. And of course, there is Manilanya Trump and the husband Donald. But I have never really had to show me. Nobody even knows who I vote. And when we write my shows, we count as many Binay jokes, as many red jokes, as many yellow jokes. Everybody gets the equal amount of jokes. So John stays empty. I don't know if that was being selfish or that was being wise. But but in 2022, when there is another Jon Santos political comedy series in a Teatrino, a 200-seater Teatrino, I will still do the same characters and be John for the last 5 minutes. And even in that 5 minutes, they will not know who I vote for.
Now, as John, let's say you were to do that. You play all our favorite characters, the new characters. What will Jon Santos be at the end? I mean, what are you the one who tells us your secrets as a comedian, as an impersonator?
No, I will tell them to vote wisely.
Oh,
Because
I see.
that is umbrella. That is umbrella. Love your country. It is in your hands. Things that you will not like the next 6 years. It's
Right.
your fault. If you don't, if it's because you did not vote and what you see is what you do not like. And I share that not just with elections, but with, I came from the state university where 33 years into this journey here with what you and I do on TV, there are some snobs who stayed in the campus and did not, they even had communication degrees, huh? When we were all doing Martin After Dark and I was having a pie in the face or what they called lowbrow or sabi ko, anything you did not like, anything you don't like on TV, it is that way because you're not there.
Of the characters that you do, John, which was the easiest to do or to learn?
The super larger than life was Vilma, but I don't want to flatter myself by saying kasi we were both pretty. Kasi the resemblance was very close.
It was very
and it
close.
was-
I was just going to say, talking to you now, it's like there's a little bit like you're trying not to do Vilma.
Sa mga Vilmanians po ba dyan? Neighbor! Teka, neighbor ko yata si Martin. Aren't we neighbors in the South? Naku,
Yes.
let's just both stay indoors, ha? Kasi baka dumagdag pa tayo sa statistic. Alam mo na, hindi nakakatulong ang lumabas pa. So, to all the Vilmanians out there, and even in there, stay safe. But anyway, si Vilma din kasi always had a story to tell. At saka si Erap. Si Erap, I think I stumbled upon the low register of the voice. Di ba? Kaya mga kababayan, alam nyo namang, nariyan lang kayo sa inyong mga bahay. Martin, I'd like you to know that I've always been used to this kind of situation because, as you very well know, I was kept at home for a very, very long time. House arrest, rest house arrest, hospital arrest, camp arrest, almost arrest in peace. Everything. And ang masasabi ko lang, ang maganda lang din, I learned to look at be optimistic, and as a matter if in as the fact of the matter is what the fact. I was able to make the most out of my time there. I actually finished my first book during that
did?
period of isolation. I finished reading my first book.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it was hard because it was a coloring book.
Oh.
And walang words. But nauna na ako dyan sa pag-experience ng mga pandemic. As you very well know, it was, I think, the 90s, or early 2000s when the bird flu. Remember the bird flu? The bird flu problem. And I went to Hong Kong to personally investigate the root cause of this bird flu. It was the bird.
Tita Armida, how do you segue to that?
Ang masasabi ko lamang, Martin, ay talagang ako'y... Ayan, pwede na ba? Ang masasabi ko lamang ay natutuwa ako sa lahat ng mga efforts ng organisasyon ng Pilipinong mga awit, ng mga gumagawa ng lahat ng fundraising efforts to alleviate the situation of all of our colleagues and of all of the frontliners by all of these online endeavors that all of these singers have been putting together to raise money. Alam mo naman ako, hindi na ako masyadong acquainted dyan sa internet ng yan. Yung mga program, yung mga ganyan. Wala. Aawitan kita lang ang program ko. I miss her. I miss her. I miss all of my character. I miss my characters who sing. I also miss Miriam. And I think Second Mountain involves saying goodbye to all of that.
Really?
No, not saying goodbye. Second Mountain involves finding other equally fulfilling stuff. There's musical theater. I'm fortunate enough to have been mentored also, kasi it was Martin for the TV work and the concert work. It was Tessie and Willie for the political satire work. It was Menchulochenko, Michael Williams, all of these wonderful musical theater heroes of mine who have been mentoring me naman to be sharing the stage with the Gian Magdangals, with OJ Mariano, people in these PETA, Mike Salomon musicals that I've been doing, and these are not these are not celebrity impersonations. These are fictional characters. Martin, I added voice lessons to my to my world.
You did?
Yeah.
Have you ever gotten in trouble doing it? Like do the Nora Honor fans get mad at you when you do Vilma, or does the
No, it was Vilma.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Ralph took me home by mistake. I kept on imitating her. Yeah, and then si Ralph, sabing, I did not want to complain. Parang natakot naman ako, baka I'd cause more trouble, so I just kept quiet. I just took it all in. And I just, ang mahirap lang, it was so expensive because Christian was always asking for baon. Pero it ended when Ralph turned around, tapos nakita niya may 5 o'clock shadow si Ate V. But I revisited, what would Vilma say today? What would Erap say today? What would Catriona say today? Catriona, what will she say today? Alam ko po wala talaga akong virus, although mag-iingat ako sa pagmamask kasi alam ko pinasok ko na yung corona. Parang you'll do your little exercises, your wordplay, your puns.
Sure.
Vilma, it's for physical fitness in her house, siguro kinakarga niya yung mga trophy. And for her programs for the people of Batangas, paano yung mga summer programs that have to be put on hold because she cannot be there and people cannot really go outside, like the annual summer circumcision program. For Yeah, kasi yun yung mga programs niya, may mga pangalan niya, pangalan ng mga movies niya nga yung pangalan ng programs niya. The educational program is the Sister Stella Sal program. Now everything is online. She teaches PE, as Jezabel teaching swimming from her house. May mga ganyang online pursuits na pwede siyang gawin. But the circumcision program, paano mo gagawin? Very, very long scissors. Para meron pa ring social distancing. That's a special program ni Vilma entitled Director's Cut. Ayan. So, I will sometimes revisit these characters, but life is still mainly yoga and what does Wes want for dinner, and you cook chili on the weekends and you stretch it throughout the week, or you make one meatloaf. I heard about your burgers. I heard about your burgers from Alpha.
Really?
Someday I want to experience enjoying a Mighty NIEVERA burger.
Before you go to the second mountain, you're still a very well-traveled traveler. I mean, you've seen the world and you still have plans of seeing the world. If you could invite 5 people to dinner, let's say you're in Tampa now, your place is finished, and you can invite 5 people to dinner, who will you invite?
Will you go? Are you
Of course. If I'm one of the 5, yeah.
Oo, sige. Pumunta ka. Isa ka na dyan. Isa siguro si maybe Lin-Manuel Miranda. So I'll have I'd like to hear the story of siguro si Jokoy. The citizens of the world. Naku, teka, ilan na lang?
2 more. Jokoy, Miranda,
let's invite girls. Wait, Helen Mirren. So someone from the stage, someone from musical theater, someone from actually Ethel Buba also. Ethel, I think it would be a good mix.
Who do you watch? Whose comedy do you enjoy?
Believe it or don't, the stand-ups, they all make me work. I like si Aziz. I was just referred by a friend on Netflix.
Funny.
Si Aziz. Tsaka syempre the veterans, sila Robin Williams. They're really great, but they make me work. They make me feel small. They make me compare. I'm sure sometimes you get that feeling.
Yes.
You see this performer, he hit this verse this way. So it takes out the pleasure of enjoying comedy. The only comedy I really, really, really like is Modern Family.
Yeah, me too. One of my favorite shows.
Kasi may drama in the end.
How about you and Wes? You and Wes, what is your secret, do you think? What keeps you together through all of this?
I think humility. Bigger humility. We take turns. We make unahan apologizing. Parang, you know what, it's probably me, and it's probably my fault, and it's really, I really don't think it's you. I think it's me. And when we met, he was turning 50 and I was turning 40. So parang there was a little less guesswork. And it was very clear very early that I gave him an out. There's no shotgun. You have an out. Even now. What if this goes on for a year and I have zero income, and this has never happened to us in 15 years, where he was going to be the breadwinner, and there are bills to pay, and there are travel expenses, and siya yung gagastos ngayon, not me. It's so not me. That would drive me crazy. I mean, the housewife thing, it's thrilling for a while, but there's a husband breadwinner side of me that will get so antsy, and it will reflect in my behavior. When I will get insecure and defensive and not good company. We talk and we make sure everybody, it's a household where everybody is heard. And we will not hesitate to apologize if it's our fault. They say those are the 4 horsemen of divorce, diba? In fact, after COVID, after this lockdown, they said there will be many pregnancies, After 9 months, we will see the outcome of this lockdown in form of pregnancies. There might have been higher cases of domestic abuse, and there will also
Yes.
be separations because you're in your face. And they said there's contempt. You're in each other's personal space, and there's so much contempt. And it is one of the four horsemen of divorce. Diba?
Mm.
Contempt, criticism, defensiveness, and stonewalling.
And you know what I'm most happy
Yeah.
about, John? I am so happy that I'm probably one of the very few people that got to interview the real Jon Santos. Thank you so much for
Thank
your
you.
time, John.
Thank you.
And
Thank you to
to
you.
your journey.
I, I really looked forward. I really look forward, not just forward, I even look backward and sideward, but mostly onward. And this is really an honor to be interviewed by you for the first time
The
na I know,
first,
John.
for the very first
Wait.
time.
Since it's the first time and it's an honor, it's a first honor. A
I've
tremendous
never had
honor.
so this is my
Yeah.
first honor ever.
Yes.
I've never had a first honor.
But not a Nora honor, huh? Because
No,
I'm
no.
Vilmanian tayo.
We've been through a lot, John. Thank you so much.
Many mountains. Many little
Many
mountains.
One mountain at a time.
Yeah, and I just let me know if you feel like I could share a little part of an intermission when you need to change costume.
Deal.
Let's
In the
share the
new
stage
normal.
again.
In the new normal.
Be well, Martin.
Thank you. Thanks for your time. Take care, John. Love you.
Too. I love you. Thank you.
You. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Say hi to Wes.
Thank you, John. This is the song that played every time he was doing a costume change. This is what I would sing. It's true. I don't remember what day it was. No, I don't remember what time it was. Well, all I know is that I fell in love with you. And if all my dreams come true, I'll be spending time with you. Every day's a new day in love with you. With each day comes a new way of loving you. And every time I kiss your lips, my mind it starts to wonder. And if all my dreams come true, I'll be spending time with you. Oh, I love you more today than yesterday, but not as much as tomorrow. I love you more today than yesterday, but darling, not as much as tomorrow, baby, springtime, just a day away. Cupid, we don't need you now, be on your way. Well, I thank the Lord for love like ours that grows ever stronger, and I always will be true. I know you feel the same way too. Oh, I love you more today than yesterday, but not as much as tomorrow. I love you more today than yesterday, but darling, not as much as tomorrow. People at the Solar Watch Party, you're welcome to stay with us all night long until the next morning. It's true. Stick around with us. Another round of applause. Another round of applause for Jon Santos. He's a funny guy. I love him. All my dreams come true. I'll be spending time with you. Oh, I love you more today than yesterday, but not as much as tomorrow. It's
Friday. Saturday feels like Sunday, right? And then Monday feels like Tuesday. Then Wednesday feels like Monday. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yeah!
Remember John, right? John and I have traveled all over the Philippines, all over the world. I see him, you know, we should build a room for comedy at the Soler. I don't know if that's possible. Gina, are you paying attention? Are you taking notes? You know, we have friends from RCBC watching us. We have Mr. M and Tiffany, my two new friends. Yes, I'm doing something for Mother's Day for our
Nice.
friends from RCBC.
Hey, that's Sunday, guys. Get
Yeah,
ready.
Em and Tiffany, thank you for
Celebrate
tuning in.
moms.
It's going to be similar to this, I guess, that people will be giving requests like they're doing here on Facebook Live. So many people are demanding certain songs that we don't even have.
Oh, hi, Leahy. We have Bian King Nalvarez in the house. Lionel, hello. Jeanette,
What a name.
thank you.
Bian King?
Bian King. You know, some of these are just their logon names.
Ah,
you know.
ganun ba?
I learned
What
that
do I
today.
know?
They
The
make
first
up...
time I did Skype, remember the first time I did Skype? You know what my name was? The truth, huh?
What?
Skype. I had no idea that you're... Because it's...
Oh, that's so original.
No, because they give you
you
an
left it.
example. It says, example, Skype. So I just put mine after my name after Skype.
Easier, diba? You don't have to remember
Freaking
anymore. Like the
idiot, I'm
password.
telling you.
How many times do you have to create a password for different accounts?
Oh, forget
And
it. Forget it.
Capital I, one number, one. Oh my gosh, forget it.
Now it's a lot
I never
harder.
Remember.
Yeah. During the time of Jon Santos and I, when we would travel the world, I mean, literally, we've even slept in cars. We went all the way to, I don't know if he remembers, I think he was with me in Vegan. That's like what? A 9, 10, 15-hour
You
drive.
need a visa to get.
And then they told us that the house where we were staying is haunted.
Oh my gosh.
So I slept in the car. Yeah.
Oh,
My
scaredy
car is not
cats.
haunted. Because the last I checked, my car wasn't haunted. So, yeah, why don't we do that? Like a small punk comedy bar type thing in
Hey,
Soler.
why not? But he's also a theater guy too.
On a man, but I think,
So-
if you ever watched John on stand-up, when he does his people, he's so consistent. He's always on top of his game. I've never seen him off. There's some comedians who are off.
Yes.
You know, it's not so funny, and you're like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
Polite,
he's always
polite
done it.
approach. He is because he does the characters that everyone wants to see.
And then he's a little controversial too, huh? Sometimes.
Which is perfect for nowadays, because nowadays everything is controversial. I mean, look what's happening to my home station, ABS-CBN. That's very controversial. We don't know what the truth of the matter is and if it will be resolved, but I just feel confident that there will be a better day for all of us and that there are bigger and things to be worried about, like the COVID-19 virus. I think that's more
Yes.
important. And I think that anybody who decided to pull the plug on ABS-CBN, whether it was the right move or not, wrong timing. Hello.
However,
There's
it is
something-
what it is, right?
There's something huge going on out there. We need the Star Network, we need ABS-CBN to be there to serve the Filipinos around the world, because we just can't do it with 1 or 2 stations. Plus, ABS-CBN, I'd like to believe, my own opinion, was the #1 station, and not just because I'm Kapamilya. I'm just saying that they were in the lead in many things, and now we're off the air. So I'm just hoping and praying that the day comes when we see the truth and see what happens, and everyone can play well together again, and then we'll be on the air again. So let's
Yes.
look forward to that. But more importantly, it's still time to be prayerful and to think of others. The humanity is united through this pandemic. Let's stay united. Let's not, detach from the lessons that we've learned during this whole pandemic. Pandemic.
Yes.
Like a bad word.
No bad
Pandemic.
words. Okay?
Anak ng demic.
No.
Anak ng demic. You ready? Do a